Yun. Okay, so alright, nandito na naman tayo sa ating panibagong problem about the equilibrium in 3D spaces. So actually, marami tayong nagagawa nitong equilibrium, ano. So, but this time is medyo kakaiba kasi yung ating problem is meron tayong spring. So, mangyayari is may mga spring na tayo. So, nangyayari na ganyan. Okay, so solve natin kung paano i-solve itong problem na ito or itong ball na ito. So, we have the 80-pound ball. Meron tayong bola is suspended from the horizontal ring using the spring, using 3 spring each having an stretch length of 1.5 feet and stiffness of 50 pounds per feet. Determine the vertical distance h from the ring to the point of point A for our equilibrium. Okay, so itong problem na ito, actually nandito pa to eh. 'Di ba? Yung itong mga spring is parang nandito siya. But since nilagyan siya ng bola, bumaba siya. Kasi syempre may bigat yung bola. Bumaba siya ngayon. Nahila ito. Syempre babagsak yan. Hihilain itong. Tapos magiging ganito na yung ating itsura. Diba? So nangyayari yan because of that ball. Kasi mayroon siyang bigat na 80 pounds. So yung tinatanong is, from that point, ilan yung vertical distance from of the ring to the point of equilibrium, wherein yung magiging equilibrium is yung hindi na siya gagalaw. 'Di ba? Yung hindi na siya gagalaw kasi syempre of course spring 'yan, gagalaw at gagalaw 'yan from pagkabagsak. Pagkabagsak niyan, magsisway pa 'to eh. Magsisway pa 'to, hanggang dumating sa point na hindi na siya gumalaw. That is what we call the equilibrium. Yung kaya na siyang i-hold. Steady na siya, nag-steady na yung kanyang bola. Okay. So, how will you solve this one? So, i-analyze muna natin what is the problem really means. Kasi medyo mahirap to kung i-analyze mo lang to ng basta-basta. O yung ordinary analyzation lang natin about the equilibrium. Okay, so yung mangyayari, this would be, actually the tension here, and the tension there, tension here, is equal. Diba? Yun yung mangyayari, that is equal kasi to have an equilibrium. Kasi pare-parehas lang din naman yung angle, that is 120, 120. So, pare-paras lang yung angle. So, ibig sabihin, equal talaga yung kanyang magiging tension dito sa mga spring na yan. Okay, so, ganito yung gagawin natin, ano? So, kasi pag masosolve natin yung h, pag alam natin na ito, actually alam na, 1.5 feet. Tapos ito, that is h. Tapos itong value na yan. 'Di ba? So let us label this one as L, 1.5, tapos ito H. 'Di ba? Masosolve natin yung value pag makuha natin yung value ng L. 'Di ba? Yun yung ating gagawin. So yung L natin by Pythagorean theorem, that is L squared is equal to 1.5 squared plus H squared. Okay, so, or pwede natin gawan ng the square root of ganito. Kaya lang, is paano natin hahanapin ito? Itong value ng H. Kasi may spring constant. So, ibig sabihin, magkakaroon muna tayo by the Hooke's law. Diba? May Hooke's law tayo na principles. Yung Hooke's law, meron tayong ginagamit na F is equal to Kx, wherein your X, that is the yung pagiging mag-expand itong value ng spring na yan. That is the length na yung mag-expand siya. Yung iinat yung spring mo. Yung K naman, that is the value of the spring constant or the stiffness, which is given naman tayo for this stiffness na 50 pound cubic feet per feet. Tapos yung F, that is your force here, yung tension mo dyan. Or we can rewrite also that your X is equivalent to final length, yung na-reach na, yung final na na-reach na with minus the unstretched length, which is the unstretched length naman is 1.5. Ito kasi yung na-stretch na siya eh. Yung stretch length, ito yun. That is the stretch length is equivalent to length final minus the original or the unstretched length. Okay? So, ang tanong is paano mo natin kukunin yung F? Yung force. Yun yung magiging tanong dyan. Kasi that is what we call the tension. That is the tension of the spring. Diba? Which is given naman tayo ng K is 50 pounds. Ito yon. Tapos ito, let us label this one kasi yung magiging final na result na ng L, that is the final result, that is would be our L minus 1.5 because that is the unstretched length. Okay? So, paano natin kukunin yung ano na yan, yung tension na yan? Ganito naman yung ating sa tension. Diba ito, magkakaroon tayo nito na length. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng of course, component niya. Diba? Component. Let us, kasi ito pare-parehas lang eh. Diba? Meron tayong tatlo. Ano yung muna natin para klaro. Ito tatlo. Diba? Tatlong tension yan. Tapos meron pagbaba. That is 80 pounds. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, itong tatlong 3T, that is the tension is equal to actually 80 pounds. Diba? Supposedly. Kaya lang, yung 3T natin is hindi tayo pwedeng maglagay dyan ng agad-agad na 3 tension. Because we are pertaining if the summation of forces along Z, or sabihin natin, ito yung axis na Z, let us also consider the angle or the what we call that one, kasi magkakaroon siya ng angular eh. Diba? May angle siya. So, we need also to consider the component. Diba? Iko-component method natin yung z-axis ng ating tension. Wherein, sinabi natin kanina, diba, ito siya, this is our H, ibahin lang natin yung kulay, this is H, and this is L. Diba, 1.5 ito. So, pag kinomponent method natin yan, the component method niyan is H over L times 3T. Diba? Actually, pwede ka muna, ito lang muna yung kunin natin. Ano? That is, kasi yung force mo dyan is T lang yan. 3HL. That is the component in terms along in vertical Z or in Z axis. Diba? Doon sa ating 3D na discussion. Nagigets nyo yan sa ating 3D na discussion. Since tatlo ito na pare-parehas yung forces niya, that's why lalagyan natin to ng 3 times T. Diba? Tatlo kasi sila eh. Okay? So, I hope nagigets nyo yung ibig sabihin ko dito. Ano? Kasi ito, medyo mahirap tong sundan kung hindi mo alam yung sa 3D natin na discussion about the yung concept natin about the cosine sa 3D. So, bisitahin nyo yung ating video regarding the 3D spaces. Okay, so that is our T. So lagay natin yan dito. Summation of forces along Z is equal to 0. That is 3T H over is equal to 80. Hindi lang ito hindi lang basta-basta na 3T. Kailangan summation of forces along Z. That's why ganito yung ating magiging equation. Okay? So, what is the value of T? Substitute natin yung value of T na ito. Dito. So, that would be 3 times ito, that is equivalent to 50. Kinuha natin dito. That's, okay? Tapos, natin to, simplify. Simplify this value. This would be 150 times L. Diretso pasok dito. 150 times 1.5, that is 225 H over L. Ganyan. So, ito naman, ipasok naman natin dito, multiply that one, magiging 150 H minus 225 H over L is equal to 80. Ganito naman siya. And then, the value of L is equivalent to this value. Diba? Yung value ng L is ito yon. So, substitute the value of L, 150H minus 225H over yung L na kanina na nandito. Okay, so siguro hanggang dito na lang. Tapos, shift solve na natin. Shift solve na lang natin. Kaya na naman to. Kaya na naman to sa shift solve sa ating calculator. So, the value of H is 1.64 feet. And this is how to solve this kind of type of problem na may spring constant. So, do not forget the value of the Hooke's law, the formula of the Hooke's law, and do not forget also the summation of forces on the z-axis that we need to compute this component. Okay?